stream where your boy forgot to do an intro. So
What?
I forgot to come up with anything, and I was trying to like think as it was counting down.
I was
Like
watching you
it's
think.
5, 4. I was like, wait, crap, 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 crap.
Like, oh no, the proof. The
Nothing
proof.
but the proof. You think we are going to present the proof in this stream?
Did I tell you? Okay, I know I told you a little bit about our comment that I was going back and forth with in the stream.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll just give you long and short. Went back and forth. I was like, okay, clarifying some things. I made some mistakes. He made some mistakes. Just in understanding each other and their arguments. And then we got to like, okay, and now I understand his point. I can now actually rebut this. And
Right.
then when I point out four major issues of his argument, he ignored them every single time that I brought it
Yeah.
up. So this other guy tried to make his case for him, continuing to ignore the 4 points and straw man my position at the same time. It was beautiful how horrible it was. Then he said, "Let me ask you these three clarifying questions." And all three questions did not make his case. And I was like, "Yes, it does." And it was like one of them was like, "Did the 13th Amendment, how do you phrase it? Remove slavery except for the possibility of like prison, something."
Imprisonment.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, "Yes, cool." Second one, does his question was like, do the people that you believe to be the chosen people of God follow maternal people? I was like, well, I believe that Christians are the chosen people, and it is by faith, it is by grace through faith in Jesus Christ. In short, and I gave a whole bunch of verses. Then the third one was I can't remember what it was. It was something about slavery or Jews or something like that. And I was like, yes, like yeah, no one's debating that. So he wanted to take the second question because he ignored my first three answers, and he was like, and the 4 points I brought up. And then he goes, I'm going to ask you the second question again. Do the people that you believe to be the covenant people? I was like, again, I answered this question. Here it is in verbatim. He said, well, we're playing with semantics when you're saying what you believe. I mean the Jewish people that Christians consider to be Israelites today. Do they follow maternal? And I was like, modern Jews, from my understanding, I think they do. But and he's like, you see, that contradicts the Bible. And I was like, wait, hold on. Didn't you just try to use the Bible to make your case? And now you're starting to say it goes against the Bible to make your point about maternal being the Africans? And he ignored that. And he was like, yes, see, you're disingenuous because the Mishnah teaches that they follow the maternal mother. And I was like, right, but the Torah predates that. And that's the most sacred Jewish text ever.
Yeah.
So you know. And then they kept trying to insert the 400 years of Genesis 15 into Deuteronomy 28. It wasn't there. Ignored the fact that the transatlantic slave trade, I said, ended in the 1800s. And they were like, oh, so it wasn't dealing with America. I was like, no, I said it did deal with America. It didn't deal with the surrounding nations of Canaan or Israel. Also, both of those prophecies or conditions you're talking about involve removing from Canaan, whereas the countries you're talking about are not Canaan. And then he's like, see, he was disingenuous. He did not listen. And then the guy who originally was like, yes, see, I'm so glad someone else got it. And now that I'm having a whole back and forth conversation, like a friendly chat in our live stream about history.
That is engagement. That is free engagement. That's what I'm
It is.
hearing.
My last comment to him was like, so I just want to point out that one, that doesn't make your case. Two, you strawman my position again. And three, you have not addressed these four issues
Yeah.
that contradict your entire. Anyways, that gave people enough time to hop in, I think.
Yes. We have our lovely Twitch friend.
Let's see.
He
We hope
hath returned.
we open up Twitch. Connecting the chat, because I know sometimes it's annoying. Twitch sometimes doesn't send in stuff. Sometimes it does. So if you're watching on Twitch, send us a comment. I'll try to watch on both.
Well, Dharma Dom chimed in from Twitch the other day.
Yeah, I saw that.
So
Oh my goodness. I want this little notification to go away, and Riverside will not let it go away. Fine.
bro, who disliked your Sin as a Creature video?
I don't know. My favorite dislike still is the update podcast episode. That's still my favorite dislike.
That is a good one. That is funny.
Oh, dude. So we had our highest likes in two of our shorts, two of our more recent shorts, and we had our highest dislikes on your BHI stream.
Oh, I'm not surprised. Again, I told you, the BHI has a very, very strong online presence, and they will swarm to whatever criticism is made of them.
Yeah, it was just really fun. I was just laughing hard when I was looking at the analytics. Anyways, so today's our. Did we say we're not streaming for the rest of the year after this?
We hadn't really figured it out. That the determining factor is obviously we're not going to stream the week of Christmas.
Correct.
We're not going to stream on New Year's Day. The question was the 29th. Are we going to stream? And we hadn't really figured that out.
The 30th. We could stream
30th. Thank you.
30th.
There are 31 days in December, Caleb.
Most of we could do the 29th if we wanted to. It's a Monday. We could stream
Oh,
Monday
yeah.
and Tuesday if you wanted to.
The wife and daughter are out of town for the final week of December. They are leaving, I think, the day after Christmas. So
I'm not working
I
for the
have
next 2 weeks because we're on
nothing to
break.
do. Yeah.
Dude, we could like knock out all of our recordings.
That's what I'm thinking.
We should. We should get a whole month in,
You know?
which means December meeting, no, January meetings to happen. That's a later issue.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So yeah, I think this might be, unless we say otherwise. Let's go with this. Assume that we're not streaming the rest of the month, unless we make a post saying, "Hey, we're gonna be on these 2 days." That'll be something we decide later, or you guys will tell us that we should because you love to join us. And by love to join us, I mean you love watching us be stupid. Unless we're doing polemics, then the people we're
Yeah.
arguing with are making the really bad arguments. It's time.
Oh, perfect.
Anyways, so we kind of figured, and by we, I mean I, because Caleb's kind of left it up to me, that we were originally going to do a part 3 to Pagan and Christmas, but we kind of hit all the major arguments in the first two a little
Yeah.
quicker than I planned on doing, which is,
That's how we roll.
yeah, that's how we roll. So I figured that we could do a little reflection, just kind of like on how we started the whole series and how we started the Halloween stuff. Is like, okay, so what if like something from Christmas is pagan?
Yeah.
I mean, the date is not even close, but let me grant at least one of the traditions, because the date is just laughably false.
So what?
Yeah, exactly. So what? I mean, let's not even talk about the whole like when does it become pagan. I mean, actually, you could talk about that still, but like the intention and the purpose of Christmas. I mean, we've all heard this, I think, 1,000 times in church if you've grown up with it. But like, I think it's an important thing that gets lost in the whole "is it pagan" question. Somehow, the most important part gets lost in there because we're so worried about is this pagan, which is the whole purpose is the fact that we celebrate. Yes, the Bible does not command us to celebrate the birth of Jesus, but we celebrate the coming of our Savior in incarnate form because it is the arrival of the kingdom and everything that's going forward for the salvation of God's people when it was in terms of like Israel when Jesus arrived, and then the entire world when Jesus' ministry was expanded. He was engaged with Gentiles during his ministry, but really more so when he sent out his disciples after he ascended, or just before he ascended, which, you know, we celebrate that very fact. And some people say, okay, so it's not in the Bible, so therefore we don't have to celebrate. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
True.
Why wouldn't you, though, in my opinion? If you have a problem with the custom, then sure, don't do the custom. I have no issue. But why wouldn't you want to celebrate the birth of our Savior?
Right.
I mean, you're willing, like, and then they'll say, well, you know, the Bible, I don't know. It's sometimes the same people who say that, well, like how we shouldn't celebrate the Savior's birth because only pagans celebrate the birth of their gods are also celebrating their kids' birth and birthdays, and it's like,
Well, hang
what?
on. I mean, not if they're Jehovah's Witness.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
You're not allowed to celebrate birthdays. So,
Yeah, it's kind of like, so what if there is a custom? One, if there is, it probably isn't one that's in practice anymore, or it's changed. Like we already discussed how Yule logs weren't pagan to begin with, but now it's a dessert, so you really can't try to
my
tie
local
the two.
grocery store was selling Yule logs, and I was so tempted to
Were
buy
they
one.
looking? Did they look good?
They look so good, dude. They look
My dad,
so good.
my dad found a recipe that we had tried last night. Oh, what was it called? S- Hot chocolate lasagna or something like that. And it's this whole like
My
chocolate.
morbid obesity has been peaked.
I just smacked him like, it's this whole chocolate dessert in like lasagna form, and then he took like
Dude.
Nutella or chocolate syrup that was like heated up, and then you drizzled it all over on top. It's Caleb's inner fat child peaked.
And Caleb's waistline grew 3 sizes that day.
Wait a minute.
Uh,
Um, I don't know. I don't have a ton of thoughts because we kind of mentioned this all at the beginning, but I don't know if you had any other thoughts on this whole
yeah.
thing.
No, I mean we've talked a lot this season, obviously, the about just Christmas in general, right? We did the virgin birth video.
Yeah.
We did a couple streams on Christmas and just discussing how not only is it, not pagan, but it's deeply, deeply not pagan, right? And how everything ties back to the birth of Christ specifically, right? And we talked about the incarnation as well. Like we've pretty much covered all of it.
Yeah.
The only thing that I would like to talk about is something that we're going to be talking about on our podcast. So, being joy, right? I want to talk about why we should be so focused on joy, especially in this season. But again, that's something more for the podcast.
I mean, you can get into a little bit now.
So I texted you, what, hour ago, hour and a half,
Something like that.
something like that.
I was in the middle of prepping for a concert. That's why I didn't really respond too much.
Yeah, I don't really care. I don't care. Oh, okay. I got a notification from somebody whose name starts with J on my phone. I was like, "Did you just text me? What?"
Yes, I texted you with my
Um,
hands, not on the phone, and my voice in the microphone where I didn't say anything. I just telekinetically texted you.
that honestly would be very impressive.
We
But
probably will have the technology at some point, or something like that. An attempt at it.
probably. Well, no, I think there already is, like, to a degree that, right? Because like Stephen Hawking had like speech to
Nice.
text, but obviously he couldn't speak, so it was like it was text to speech, but it was like controlled by his like motor function, whatever. Irrelevant.
Yeah.
Um. So yeah, I had texted you a little bit before the stream. Um. I don't think I mentioned it yet. I decided that for the Christmas season, I was going to read through the entirety of the Gospels. Um,
I think you
which
you didn't tell me you were doing that, but I did kind of pick up on it because that's when you text me saying, "Hey, we should do the Matthew and Exodus stream
yeah.
for starting in January. It probably will go beyond January, but starting in January."
Yeah. No, it's been really good to go back through, right? Like we talk a lot about obviously the Lord and all that he taught, but it's been really good to go back through and just read it all again and be like, dang, there is so much here
And you're
that
doing
I
all
have
four,
not.
weren't you?
Yes. Yep.
So like
So
you're
I
getting to like you're not necessarily going super into the weeds. You're just getting to see like the big picture with all four painted together.
yeah. Yeah, no, I am reading 8 chapters a day. I do not have time to go and do like a verse by verse analysis. That is just not something I presently have time for. Um, Lord willing, probably in like the next 20 years, I'll do that.
I mean, we're going to be
But
kind of doing that with our third podcast series that we're doing in the upcoming year, a little
yeah,
bit,
yeah, a little bit, but
and then a
uh,
little bit with January
yeah.
ish.
Well, yeah, yeah, a little bit. I'm talking more like the like how I've done Hosea for the past.
Oh yeah, no, I know what you mean. I'm saying, but we're going to be
Okay,
at
yeah.
least getting a little bit in there,
Hmm.
and then when you go do the full thing, you kind of have some of those things, kind of like, all right, we talked about these things, and now you can like go back and do all those things because you spent some time with it, got to take a wait, step away, and then come back to it, step away, and come back to it, like, all right, now I'm ready to like just absorb it all
Yeah,
in one one go, and not
yeah,
different project.
yeah. Uh, but anyway, so I've been reading through the Gospels, and today was finishing Mark and beginning Luke. And there was something that actually really stuck out to me. Uh, so much so that I actually made a note of it in my Bible. And we'll talk a little bit more about it, I think, on the podcast. But I wanted to talk about somebody we don't talk about, like, at all, really. And that is Elizabeth. We never talk about Elizabeth, the mother of John the Baptist, right? And if we do, we only ever quote, we only really refer to it here, right? Right, like, and then we skip verse 43, and we focus right here. Here we go. This is all we need to really focus on, right? John
Or
leapt to
focus on
Galilee.
45 too, especially if you're more in the Lutheran, Catholic, Orthodox.
True, right?
And even
So
then, as a whole, 45 gets skipped over too a little bit. Yeah.
true, but I'm very curious why we as Trinitarian Christians have not latched onto this sentence right here. Why am I so favored that the mother of my Lord should come to me?
Hmm.
Right then and there, Elizabeth confirms God is incarnate. We never talk about that. I don't know why we don't, but like that's something that I've never heard somebody say. And I did like the briefest of researches into this of like, does anybody ever mention this from again like maybe 30 seconds. I couldn't find anything.
Yeah. It might be maybe someone in the academic realm, but that's not going to pop up in the public domain,
Right.
unfortunately.
Right. And so I wanted to get there, right? I wanted to talk about that. Um Again, I feel like I guess this is a good place as any to do it. Because I was gonna try and tie it into joy, but it might make more sense to just do a little bit here. Um and
I
something
mean,
that I
you
wish
could like, let's see, you could do like raw thoughts here and then have more refined
yeah.
for
Well,
the
it's
podcast, and
something.
therefore you can talk about it in two ways and have more time to think on things too.
Yeah, it's something that I wish I had brought up in the live stream on Tuesday rather than
Sure.
stupid Santa games. Gone a little bit more into the incarnation, and maybe do some proof texts. Uh,
Well, you're saying
Obviously,
that you could have
John.
fit more incarnation into
Oh,
one of the most complicated doctrines.
yeah, we probably could have done a month's worth if we dedicated every single video that we made to the incarnation for a month. We'd probably get like 10% of it. So,
Yeah, I think I'm saying this more to like make you hopefully feel less bad. I think the chill stream was necessary, and that you will always feel like, man, I could have done more because it's the incarnation.
yeah.
And you just noticed it recently, so it's not like
I know it's just like it's a little bit unfortunate timing because had that
sure.
occurred 2 days ago, I would have been like, "Oh, dude, I am gonna come in with a home run of a discussion on the incarnation," because I would have been able to put that together with the thoughts that I was talking about, and just like, boom, all in one place. Josh is dying.
Always
Everything's
am.
going according to plan. Um, so it was kind of unfortunate to miss that window of like, dang, could have put it all together into one stream, and that would have been that. But I don't know. I found that really interesting that um, we often skip over Elizabeth as a person, but just the immediate faith that she demonstrates in. Thanks for that yawn.
You're welcome.
Uh,
Infecting you across the screen.
yeah, you're not kidding. The very fact that Elizabeth's faith was so strongly on display. Right? It says that the Holy Spirit in Luke 1, it says the Holy Spirit came upon her, and then that was her statement. Right? So it's the Holy Spirit speaking through Elizabeth, which is such an underrated moment. And I actually texted a buddy as I was reading. I was like, "This is, I think now like a top 5 underrated moment for me in the Bible because nobody ever talks about it." Right? When's the last time you heard a sermon preached on Elizabeth?
Um, on her,
On her,
never have
right?
her referenced in a series on important women. Yes, because the important person we're talking about was Mary.
Right, exactly. Right, it's never Elizabeth, and so that is something that I wanted to approach you about, Joshua,
Mm.
which is when I text and you didn't respond. No, I'm kidding. Uh, I text you that it gave me a great idea. At least I think it's a great idea for our Friday videos,
Uh-huh.
which is leading up to a season of importance in the Christian faith, whatever that may be. We could look at the people in the story, the individual persons of the story, right? So we look at, like, for example, this would have been, we look at Elizabeth and we look at who she was, the faith that she had, what made her so significant, right? Kind of the overlooked people of the narratives. Because I was sitting there, I was thinking, man, I like know nothing about Elizabeth except for what I'm sitting here reading now.
Right.
I've never taken the time to actually just pause and focus on her. It's like there is a lot in a very short window that you can definitely get out of Elizabeth. And I think that's something that needs to be talked about more. Right? And you could do it with Zechariah too, right? The father of John the Baptist. Excuse me. There are a lot of. You could even do it with the angel Gabriel. Right? Just how much is packed in there. I
Mm.
definitely think it's worth taking a much deeper look into.
Sure. Just looking up to see if I find anything in our Logos library that talks about Elizabeth. We have a few different dictionaries that goes on about her a little bit. Nice. I have no idea what to talk about though, because I'm not reading them right now. I'm just looking to see what we have. Yeah, oh, that'd be kind of cool. Are you thinking? I know you mentioned Easter.
So I
Um,
found a website,
I guess
Sermon
what?
Central.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I looked up the different. I typed in Elizabeth as a search term for the sermons, and now there are 3,732 results, but most of them are just about John the Baptist, and Now a few of them are about her song, which is 39 to 45,
Right.
but most of them are just about, oh, she was praising Mary. Oh, she was, John the Baptist was leaping inside her. It's never about, hey, here is this woman of incredible faith that is very much essential to the narrative of Christ's birth.
Sure.
So I don't know. I think that'd be interesting.
Are you you think? So you're thinking about for that being a Friday type of video. Are you thinking that starting with Easter, or if you have another one coming up in mind that you're thinking of?
Oh, well, I mean, there aren't any major Christian holidays that I can think of. So, I mean, I have St. Valentine's Day, I guess, but there's not really a narrative for that in scripture.
No.
Okay, so really quick aside about Valentine's Day.
Oh boy.
Uh, so where I work, we have started receiving merchandise for Valentine's Day. I know it's really early, but there was a sign that came in that actually my wife sent me a photo of it because her friends were in the store at one point and sent her a photo of it, and she forwarded the photo to me. And it came with the caption "Shame on your store." So the sign was. Now I'm gonna say what the verse reference was. The verse reference was John 3:16. What words do you think the sign had on it?
That sign would have. I'm trying to think. For God so loved the world.
Okay. It did have love on it.
Okay, I'm gonna guess it did not have God on there. Love the world.
Hang on, I'll pull up
I'm trying to
what
think.
it had on there. It did have scripture on it.
Okay. I'm gonna guess it's not the whole verse. That's why I'm trying to.
Nope, nope.
I'm gonna guess it makes no mention of God.
It does not mention his name.
For I so love the world.
No.
For I so love me.
I'm gonna
For God
highlight
so
the
loved
phrase.
me.
You're gay.
No, I'm not. Got a
I'm not
girlfriend.
talking to you.
Just want to clarify.
All right. Do you give up,
Yeah, pretty much.
or are you thirsty for more?
Wait, hold on. Did I mishear you? It said John 3:16.
Yes, it said John 3:16. And that was the quote above it.
This is what makes me quit apologetics. I'm out, guys. Microphone is done.
Oh man, it was awful too. So I went to a coworker who was raised Catholic. She doesn't practice anymore, and so I said, there's a sign in uh, seasonal that's really pissing me off." She's like, "Wait, what do you mean? Why?" And it's like, "Well, it has it has the words John 3:16 on it." And I was like, "So pop quiz, what verse is that?" I'm thinking, "Okay, well, come on. Everybody knows John 3:16. Even if you don't read the Bible, you know John 3:16." She actually quoted 1 Corinthians 13. She's like, "Isn't that the love is patient, love is kind?" And I was like, "Oh no! Oh no!" Oh man, I was like, "It's spreading." And so I calmly and collectedly explained to her how unbelievably wrong that was, and she could not have cared less. Oh, dude, that drove me up the wall.
I quit apologetics. I quit. I quit ministry. I'm out. See you guys. This is Caleb's show now. He's
Oh
doing all
man,
the editing
don't
for himself
burden me
from now
with
on.
this.
Deuces.
Oh man.
How do you get that wrong?
Not only that, but how do you get that wrong? Do you want to know the best part?
Oh no. That's not the best part.
No, that's not the best part. The best part is I cashed somebody out who bought them.
Oh.
Yep.
How many did they buy?
There was two signs, they bought both of them.
Is there a chance they're just buying them to burn them so no one else has them? Or
I actually had the thought of like setting them aside for myself and then just throwing them in the dumpster. Like like
how'd
or
these
just like
get
setting
here?
a
How'd the
fire in the
shrink get
parking lot.
here? This is weird.
Huh?
How'd the shrink get here? This is weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's just mysteriously these signs happen to be broken.
They
Guess I
have to
gotta
be
zero them out
vandalized.
now.
It's with
Huh?
the happy vandalized by saying this is not the right verse on it.
I will commit e-vandalism. Oh man. That was a painful part of my day. Hey, Chaos. Good to see you.
I quit. Chaos, you're not gonna see me anymore. It's not even Caleb's fault. I just quit now. I'm out.
No.
Not that that really cares. Not that anyone's really gonna care about that part.
On the plus side, though, I got a different coworker to agree that if I got her a Bible, she would read it. So we're cooking, boys.
Welcome to the ever so thrilling, high energy Christmas. Actually, I want to find some background Christmas music. Even though
Make
we're
sure
way,
it's Jesus Christmas music
I'm gonna try my best.
and royalty free.
That's more. That's the harder part. So as I'm
Yeah.
looking at my royalty free spot. Christmas. Let's do lo-fi. That's kind of like easy background music.
Christmas lo-fi is a thing.
Anything lo-fi is a thing,
That's a little depressing. I'm not gonna lie to you.
especially when you have the ability for people just to use AI, and
Yeah.
then they can just like cook up a bunch of it. Or
Well,
Christmas carols.
something we can talk about is just the importance of going out and sharing the gospel right now.
Oh, you mean what our entire next year of church is going to be?
Yes, but I mean like specifically in this very moment, like this season,
I know. I was just making a joke,
because
and more of an inside joke that only you and I would understand, and then I kind of explained it mid joke.
uh
What?
no, but it's so
What was
important
that
to do
sound
it
for?
now. Huh?
What was that sound for?
I'm just sassing you.
Okay.
Uh it's so important to do it now because this is the one of two times a year that people feel an obligation to come to church because they have to inherently recognize that Jesus is in fact God. Um, and it's all the more important. Contain yourself, child.
What?
Oh, I thought you were gonna change my name again. I was like, I like
No.
that you're Josh, and then underneath you're also Josh. Uh, anyways, back to the more important topic at hand.
I derailed you
It's
again. Sorry.
important to go out and spread it now because the belief that you have to go to church on Christmas and Easter, right? The Creasters. It's an implicit acknowledgement that we do in fact live in a society that acknowledges Jesus as Lord, right? Because if Christ were not king, all right, come on, chaos. We're not that bad. We're not that bad. Uh, if we lived in, let's say, a Muslim society, you would not have to go to church on Christmas and Easter. But the fact that people feel this obligation to, right? Like my barber does. He's a creaster, I think. I'm pretty sure. Um, although he did go to church, I think it was on Easter. And he's like, we really should go back. It was actually really nice to go. And I was like, yes, you should. You absolutely should. I don't think he ended up fulfilling that, but
What?
excuse me. What's up?
What were you saying?
Can you hear me?
I can, but I was trying to find background music, so I was like half paying
Oh,
attention, half not.
I was talking to the audience, not to you. So
I heard you should and laughing, and I thought you were laughing at me about something.
no, I was talking about my barber. So thank you for just blatantly interrupting that.
I'm gonna
Go
go get.
back to what you were doing. Shh, shh. Um, so see, now that completely threw me off. Talking about my barber, going, no, Creaster. I guess just the point is like, oh yeah, if you lived in a Muslim society, obviously you wouldn't be expected to go to church on Christmas and Easter. But because we are Americans and thus we are a Christian society, for the time being at least, we have the social pressure to acknowledge Christ as Lord, because obviously Christ is Lord. And one of my favorite memes is from Lord of the Rings, and I can't remember who it is that's saying it too, but one of the characters says, "I will not accept Christ as Lord," and the other character responds. Obviously, it's a meme, right? So it's not actually an actual quote. But the one character says, "I will not accept Christ as Lord," and the other character fires back, "Christ is Lord whether you accept him or not." Right? And so that's kind of the picture that I'm getting from society, right? Is that there is this unwillingness to acknowledge Christ as Lord in any other sense. But on 2 days out of the year, it's like, oh yeah, by the way, Jesus is God and he incarnated and he died and he rose for our sins. Right. So on the days when people are willing to acknowledge that, because that's what going to church is. It's a willing acknowledgement of that. On those days and in those seasons, it is so critically important for us to share the gospel, because that's when people are the most open to it, when they are already participating in the act of acknowledging Jesus Christ as Lord and Savior. Excuse me. Thoughts? Or are you still searching for lo-fi? Why, Joshua, is it important to share the gospel at this time of year, particularly?
Of course, of course it is.
I asked you a why question and you responded with, of course.
It was. You just asked me, is it important? You didn't ask
No, I
me
said, why is
why.
it? I said,
Oh,
why
you
is it
did?
important? Yeah, I did.
Oh, they said is it? I only heard is.
Why is it important at this time of year, in particular, to share the
Oh.
gospel? I'm gonna kill him.
Look, you're the hoe that's being slapped by yourself. It's important because around this time of like this holiday is so even though we try to secularize it and commercialize it, it's still so ingrained in Christianity. Like church numbers shoot up around this time of year on Christmas Eve service and Christmas because I don't really know people's motivation, but there's like something ingrained in the culture of like, oh, this is time you go to church and you hear a message, of which some of them are kind of going for like the whole maybe it's tradition, maybe it's like the feel like they checked in that once a year, or maybe it's like, hey, my grandma took me, and so it's a memory, like never, whatever reasons there are. But people are so very open to it now that it's kind of like I don't want to say jump on it in a way that sounds like it's manipulative, but like people are in theory seem to be less antagonistic about it because they already are very aware of the religious importance that it has. Um, and they seem to be, I would say, probably the other thing too is they're probably less thrown off by the idea of it celebrating a very important person's birthday. If I were to like lighten Christianity and they still like that's not what it is way, then they are going to be about the resurrection of Jesus and be like, oh yeah, it's just nice fantasy. Um, but there's something about Christmas that kind of tends to seem to put people in a better place and be more receptive for those kind of conversations. And so I would say go out there and not in the manipulative sense of like, hey, manipulate the situation for that. But like understand that this is probably prime time to get into a conversation about the meaning of Christmas with someone. And then how it sets up everything for the celebration of Easter and Pentecost and all those other things.
Yeah, pull a Linus.
Oh yeah, best moment in the entire film.
Far and away. Yeah.
You know that the guy who wrote it said he wasn't gonna. I think it was the guy who wrote it said he wouldn't do it unless they let him put that in there.
You mean Schultz?
I think so.
I mean, yeah. Obviously, Schultz was a pretty outspoken guy when it came to Christianity. Right? He made sure to include several comics. Right. Most famously, the Thanksgiving one. The Peanuts kids all gather together and pray. Right. They give thanks to God. Um, which is, his point was that's what the holiday is. That's what it's supposed to be about. Right. Is giving back
I
to
was gonna say
God.
like
Is
he
giving
said that he would
thanks.
refuse to do. He would refuse to do it if they didn't let him do that, which I thought
Mm-hmm.
was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then there's like you have to remember too, like animation is I'm gonna say 90% intentional, because sometimes like you miss that one little thing. But the blanket dropping when Lana says "fear not," like it actually dropping, that's not
Mm-hmm.
an accident.
Nope.
Accidentally like it reappearing. You never see him pick it up. Like there's this one spot where he has it in his hand, but then he bends over and picks it up again. It's like, wait, what happened there? That's a mistake. But when you see the animation of it in his hand and it collapses, you don't accidentally draw collapsing.
Right.
You actually intentionally draw that, and that's his. Um, that's his security in most scenes until that moment, which is like nice, awesome work there.
Yeah. So yeah, be bold, right? I mean, that's kind of the takeaway. Be bold in this time of joy, in this time of celebration and commemoration, and in this time of openness to the gospel. This is the time to do the thing. If ever you are going to go out, share the gospel, in whatever means and method you can. Now is the time.
Yeah, great time to do it. Our church, I don't know if they still do it. They used to do the cold packs.
Cold care kits, yeah. We generally did that more towards the end of January, though.
No, that's fair.
We do Christmas caroling.
I was gonna say Christmas caroling that happened this previous week.
Yes,
And they
sir.
go out and they
It was
pass stuff
cold.
around.
It was cold, and that's saying something coming from me. I generally wear shorts, t-shirt, flip flops year round. Let me tell you, that sunset, that wind started picking up. It got cold, and it got cold quick.
Dang. What say you in the chat? Any thoughts? Any memes? Anything you want us to react to? Anything you want me to make fun of Caleb for?
There's a lot of material there.
Dude, I'm surprised you haven't yet in one of our chill streams done your meme reaction stuff.
I've wanted to. I just haven't had the time to pull it all together. But given that your boy is not gonna have as much on his plate now that the Christmas season is over, I'll be pulling together some memes.
Alright. Is that everything that we sort of plan to talk about?
Yeah, pretty much. We could just do a little bit of a. Oh. I mean, yeah. I don't think I pull that look off very well. So I generally try to avoid it. I go more for a laid back youth pastor look, and that seems to work.
I can see the disappointment in his face.
No, the chaos, that was never on the table, my friend. That was never on the table.
High school it was.
I'm saying not on this channel. That was never gonna happen. That was never once considered.
Yes, Tuesday was the only time a game was considered.
Yeah, we did it like twice, maybe 3 times in high school, and then we were like, all right, well, moving on.
Probably a little more than 3 times, but yeah, we did quit after a little bit. It got a little.
Was it more?
Yeah.
Perhaps I've just chosen to block that.
And then we
out from
dragged
memory.
everyone to doing Minecraft via phone.
Yeah, no, it's not a great game to say the least. Josh, what's your favorite Christmas movie? There is a right answer.
Oh, I'm trying to fix my cable. There we go. Probably the ones I watched the most would be Tribe on Christmas and Jim Carrey's Grinch.
Really? Jim Carrey's Grinch, huh?
Followed relatively closely by Tim Allen's The Santa Claus, which I know you don't like.
Okay, so clearly I must be missing something. My wife loves that movie. My coworker loves that movie. You like that movie. I despise that movie.
I know you do.
It is an awful movie. It is like C tier on a good day movie for me. Generally, it hangs around like D tier. I
Wait.
cannot stand that movie. Okay, firstly, for one thing, Neil is absolutely right.
He's what? Oh, yeah.
Neil, he is 100% right. And he just gets crapped on the whole movie for not knowing things that he could not possibly know. Like, he is so unbelievably right. Because Charlie is the kid, right? Charlie's
Yeah.
like almost old enough to work. He should not still be believing in Santa. The kid's like
In
11,
the
10,
first
maybe
movie?
11 years old.
Okay, I'll say yeah. In the
Oh, dude, that classics.
those are good
I
too. Home Alone 2, I go back and forth with if I like it or not. Home Alone 1 definitely. Christmas
Home Alone one
Vacation.
definitely. Oh,
There's
dude,
days that there's Christmas Vacation. There's years I like it. And there's years I get annoyed by it.
I I I can quote probably like 75% of the lines from Christmas Vacation. That was an Elliott family tradition. Yeah, we don't need to talk about
I
Home
think.
Alone's 3 and 4.
Oh
So, fun fact, Scarlett Johansson, her first film role, I think, was Home Alone 3.
wait, really?
Yeah, she's the younger sister of the main character.
What?
Yeah. And the funny part
No
is
way,
she
dog.
looks kind of the same.
Oh my gosh, how have I never noticed that?
Yeah. She
Wait, how
kind of
old is
looks
she
like
again?
the same. I don't know, she couldn't have been older than like 10 years old or something.
I mean,
Maybe
now
8. I'm going to guess 8.
she's 41 years old.
Yeah. She old, dude.
I know, but now I'm just. She was 11 in Home Alone 3.
Really? That old, huh? It's in Home. Yeah, Home Alone 3.
Dang. Well, speaking of Christmas movies, I just spawned an idea.
What's up? Do you want to make a Christmas movie?
No, absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
I would say DP uh, had an overtime episode recently, and they did top 10 Christmas
Oh,
Dude Perfect,
yeah, okay.
where they keep swapping people out because they couldn't agree to each other's lists. And I would love to kind of see your take on their top 10.
Okay. All right,
As
let's
a,
do this. Let's cook.
all right. In hoping that internet does not crash.
Yeah. No, she did a few other movies that were pretty successful. Famously, she did Ghost in the Shell, which was not successful.
No.
But
She's going to be
okay.
in the next Batman movie, apparently.
Oh, that's too bad.
All right. Oh, I need audio on.
10 Christmas.
Oh my goodness.
Welcome to Top 10 Christmas Movies.
I'm not clapping for
I'll
you.
clap for this.
I
Question
take
Yes.
before
that
you get
answer
started,
your
Tyler.
question, Chaos.
Obviously, Elf was your
What's that?
Chaos asked, "What's the top 10?" I said, "Well, it's." And then he said, "Welcome to top 10 Christmas movies." So I said, "I take it that
They
answered
do
your
top
question."
10 in like every couple of overtime episodes. I still watch them for overtime stuff because it's usually kind of fun. Just kind of like having the background or watch a little bit because it's a little more.
Yes, yes, Chaos. Yes, it was.
To be fair, that is also Dude Perfect. They're just kind of
Also
loud.
true.
I
They
turned it
are
down
just
about
generally
midway.
loud. All right.
I put about midway.
number one movie of all time.
Yes.
Question
I feel like
before
I,
you get started, Tyler.
Kevin.
I think we,
Obviously, Elf was
given
your
how
number one.
opinionated I am, I feel like just give me the list, cause
No, I want to watch you
it's
be in
gonna
pain.
take a while. Then, all right, all right.
It's, it's honestly not that long. It's like we'll get to here-ish. It was like 5 minutes.
Oh, all right, all right.
I'll clap for this.
Question before you get
Yes.
started, Tyler.
Kevin.
Obviously, Elf was your number one movie of all time.
Yes, and that is why we are removing
Elf?
Elf from the conversation because
That's his favorite movie of all time.
Dude, Elf
Is
is
Elf.
so overrated. Elf is.
He rates it over like The Dark Knight and Star Wars and everything
Oh.
else that should be like light years ahead of it.
Elf is low B tier, high C tier.
Well, that's the beauty of overtime top tens is that usually they are how do I put this? Rage bait because it's tie. This one is switches between like two of them. So it's not as rage
Yeah.
baity, but still, since you're more passionate about this topic than I am,
Well, Elf has a couple of moments that are like decently funny, but it's I don't know why. I do know why because Will Ferrell was like the thing in Hollywood for 5-ish years, Yeah, no, it's not a great movie. Anybody who likes Elf as their favorite Christmas movie, you're dead to me. Um,
Um, I want to ask a question of Chaos. Why'd you say honestly? Have you been lying to us before?
okay, Josh, don't
Have
be
you been
you.
lying to us this entire
Don't be
time?
you. Don't be
Why'd you add the
you.
caveat of honestly?
Don't be you.
It's just a weird phrase that we have. Like,
It
to be
is.
honest,
No, it is.
or can I be honest with you? It's like, were you not before?
Yeah, I know. And then there's also like, well, truthfully, or if I'm being honest, right? It's like there's those few opinions that it's like, well, yeah, I assumed you had. Yeah, see, now you have to make him cover for himself. No, he wasn't lying, Joshua.
He probably was. He's secretly a deep closeted Elf fan.
Yeah, no, but Elf, to bring it back to Elf, I mean, you smell of beef and cheese and you sit on a throne of lies is one of the greatest lines to ever grace cinema. Like, that's fantastic. And then, of course, uh, not even his response of thanks, Mr. Narwhal. Chaos, he's just messing with you. Um, he's just messing with you. Uh,
He gave me the lower caps too. Why is he so, dude, it's
but
I only said you're fine. I've already said that. We already said you're fine.
yeah, no, he was just messing with you. Um, yeah, no worries, dude. No worries. Uh, but like the narwhal itself, the bye, buddy. I hope you find your dad. Like that's decently funny. The only other funny part is honestly not even because of Elf. It was back in high school I used to watch Cinema Sins. Their shot of the raccoon that attacks Will Ferrell and what he has to say about it is one of the funniest things I've ever seen on the internet. It's not something that we will display on screen because it has a few curse words in it, but it is so unbelievably funny. Like way funnier than the actual movie itself. So yeah, no, Elf. When you get down to it, there are moments in Elf that's like, okay, ready? Here we go. Elf to me is like exhaling through the nostrils level of funny. I'm sorry
You
for
like
your
it better
loss,
if it's
Chaos.
streaming or Blu-ray?
No, but Elf is never a movie outside of the beef and cheese line. Is It's never a movie that I'm actually going to like audibly laugh at. Like I never whenever I think of like really funny movies, Elf never comes to mind. When's the last time you actually like when you were like you asked somebody, "Hey, what's a really good comedy that we should watch?" Somebody went, "Oh, we should watch Elf."
When's the last time?
Yeah.
A week ago?
Okay, it's because it's Christmas season, dude.
Well,
Like
yeah, it's a
Home
Christmas
Alone.
movie.
Home Alone is a movie that you could watch at any time of the year.
I wouldn't. I stay away from any Christmas related movie after
I would
Christmas.
happily watch Home Alone in like April.
No.
Like Home Alone. Well, because Home Alone is kind of one of those movies like Die Hard, right? Is it a Christmas movie?
Home Alone's a
There
Christmas
you go.
movie.
This is a conversation that we can have. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
I have not seen Die Hard.
You've never seen Die Hard? Oh my
No.
goodness, dude. Okay. The correct answer is yes. Yes, it absolutely is. Because the movie cannot happen if it's not Christmas time. Because the whole event that kicks it off is that it's a Christmas party.
Well,
You
then
need
for
that
Home
setup.
Alone, it's a Christmas movie because they're leaving for A Christmas Vacation.
Right, I would agree. Right, I agree that Home Alone is a Christmas movie. Right, so, but in order for, um, in order for the entirety of Die Hard to happen, it needs to take place at Christmas time, right? Because you need the party, and it can't just be any old work party because John has to fly across the country for it. You have to make that justification. If it's just a work party, then John won't fly across the country for it. That doesn't make sense. But the fact that it's Christmas and he wants to reunite and be with his wife on Christmas, even in the face of their very strained relationship, you have to have it be an important holiday or an important like event moment. And it has to be a work event. A Christmas party makes perfect sense. It's got to be a Christmas movie. One of my favorite parts in Home Alone 2 is where the guy reached the top and said, "Yes, dude, Marv is an absolute legend." Yeah, see, Chaos gets it. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. But anyways, okay, so Elf being his favorite movie of all time is just insane.
It's his opinion. He can have his opinion.
He's entitled to be wrong.
Okay. Hold on. He's not saying it is the best movie. He's saying it's his favorite movie.
Okay, but even if it's his favorite movie of all time, Die Hard 2 less so. I think, right? It just kind of rehashes that. It's less of a Christmas movie in my mind, but still. Anyways, all right, moving forward, because we haven't even gotten to the actual top 10 list yet.
Because it is in a league of its own.
Gotcha.
Full transparency, guys. I've only seen 8 of these movies. Lucky for you guys. There was once upon a time when I was in high school and I was supposed to read White Fang. I didn't read White Fang, but because I'm an elite test taker, I made a 92 by process of elimination and the ability to judge a book by its cover, or in this case, a movie. And I think I'm qualified as ever to rank these top 10.
That is the craziest
He
analogy.
just said, I cut corners and I'm
92.
proud.
Kids, here's the deal. White Fang is a fantastic book. Read it.
All right, number 10. I recently saw this movie for the first time. I was underwhelmed, but I do know that it's a fan favorite, so I feel obligated to put it on the board to avoid being verbally chastised. Home Alone, number 10.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
You can see that they're all in anger too.
Oh, I have thoughts.
You can see on their face they're all mad too. They're with you.
Oh my goodness, dude. All right, so I will say, in Ty's defense, if he only just now saw that Home Alone for the first time as an adult, I can kind of understand why he doesn't like it as much.
Yeah.
It is not meant for you to watch it the first time as an adult.
I'm sure he's watched it with his kids because he's like 2 or 3 boys, I think.
Right. Yeah, no, I am sure I know that's not the intention of why it was made. Right? It was never made with the intention in mind of the adult watching it. It's not
Right.
for the adult. It is stupid slapstick humor for yes. Yeah, Home Alone is absolutely a top 5 Christmas movie. Absolutely. Although I'm a sucker for the Rankin Bass claymation ones, but story for another time, I guess. So that is wild, dude. Home Alone
You can
at
see on their face,
10.
Look at Cody and
I know Cody seems like genuinely offended. He has hurt in his eyes.
he has hurt in his eyes. He's about Sparky's about to throw up. Corey is like lost and Gary's about to throw a hat at him.
Oh,
Ten.
that is
What? Here's the deal. I
horrific.
know you like the rage bait on top 10. I get it.
That's not a rage bait.
That's preposterous.
How are you
it's
underwhelmed
good. It's fine. It's not as good as people make it out to be.
Why? Give me one reason why it's not good.
It's like Space Jam. Go back and watch Space Jam, and you're like, yeah, I don't know what we saw in that thing.
That's also not true. He made his argument worse.
Number 9.
I love his justification with Space Jam.
They're not even like close to analogous. They're not, right? Space Jam is meant to be like this picture perfect capture of like the 90s. That's not what Home Alone is supposed to be. Home Alone is supposed to be Right? So perhaps he went into it with the wrong idea about it. Right? If he's comparing it to Space Jam, which I
Well,
get, he's
I'll
trying to
just-
say like it's just not as good as we remember. I disagree. Home Alone holds up exceptionally well. Slapstick comedy is funny no matter who you are. Right, and I also same here, Chaos. I have definitely lost count of how many times I've watched Home Alone, but slapstick comedy is always funny, right? Regardless of how long it's been since you've seen it. You can still go back and watch any moment of Home Alone and get like at least a decent chuckle out of it. You can't do that with Elf. Elf is not funny enough of a movie.
And play.
The first time I turned it on, I didn't know if I was watching a Christmas movie or a horror film.
You're not putting Gremlins on, are you?
Jack Frost.
Okay. Kind of sad though.
It is kind of sad.
I've never
don't-
seen Jack Frost.
I don't think Jack Frost belongs on a top 10. It's all right. It's okay.
Remember, he's based off the ones that he's seen. He's only seen
No,
8.
True. He's seen 8 of the 10 that are on this list. He
Right.
said.
Hold on, look behind
It's okay.
it.
Why
Iron
is
Man
Night?
3.
Hang on. Hold up. Why is Nightmare Before Christmas right there? That is not a Christmas movie. By the
because-
creator's own statement, it is not a Christmas movie.
Because culture-wise, they recognize it as a Halloween and a Christmas movie as a culture.
But do you?
Yes, the culture does. So you kind of just got to roll with that. But Caleb, I think the better question is, why is Iron Man 3 there?
Okay, see, that's that right there. That is a movie that takes place at Christmas. It is not a Christmas movie. I don't even see. Oh yeah, there it is, right next to Home Alone 2. See,
But I don't
Harry
remember. How does
Potter,
it end?
I can a little bit understand more because there is like that whole. Actually, it's funny. Ryan George in his film review pointed out that it was kind of stupid that Harry Potter celebrates Christmas. He's like, wizards celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ. Like, it's like, it's kind of funny actually. I never really considered that, but yeah, I mean, Harry Potter,
Well, I mean,
at least Christmas factors into the plot a little bit. I don't think it qualifies as a Christmas movie because there's so much more that happens. But
and I don't know if you can qualify the whole wizard celebrating Jesus Christ with this film because it's not even playing into the same type of discussion as magic.
no. That wasn't his point. His point was more like, they're celebrating or they're partaking in a holiday which commemorates, the birth of Jesus Christ. Which is a little bit funny to think of like witches and wizards doing that.
Right. If we're talking like biblical description of witches and wizards thing, yes, but like fantasy.
No, sure. Right. I mean,
Harry
J.K.
Potter is
Rowling
more like-
famously said J.K. Rowling famously said that if you are familiar with the scriptures, you know the end to her book.
Yeah. Because like Harry Potter is more like you're born with a superpower. It's kind of like
Right.
the X-Men. Ish.
I'd say a little less cool, but yeah.
Well, I'm not saying like it like you can actually compare it to. I'm saying like if I were to take a franchise and like say, here's effectively how Harry Potter works.
Yeah.
Like it's not something you just kind of I'm gonna go practice witchcraft. Is like you are born with the power to do magic.
Right. Maybe you're born with it. Maybe you're a muggle.
Yeah. Maybe you're a half blood. Maybe you're a mud blood.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
No.
Does he come back to life?
Spoilers. I think both the snowman and the dad die.
No way.
Oh, Jack Frost. It's okay. It's all right.
And the dad
I
died.
don't think it
No
belongs on
way.
the- It's very
Number
mid-movie.
8. Here, what do you want for 8? If
Yeah, I've not seen it. I've seen a different Jack Frost, but not that one.
There are a couple Jack Frost movies.
Yeah. They're all pretty mid in my opinion.
I would agree. Jack
I'm going
Frost
8, a
overall
good-
as a Christmas character is mid. Changed my mind.
Yeah, that's fair. He's more of a winter character.
True.
Movie to enjoy with the kiddos. It's really fun. He's a good actor.
Good.
Give me Jingle All the Way.
I was going to put it higher.
Really?
It's a
Really? Jingle All the Way at 8? I could see it like borderline, like maybe you place it at 10. Maybe. I mean, barring, of course, the fact that Halloween, what? Home Alone needs to get moved up that list.
We have to remember, I think, so Garrett's working off Ty's current list. So this
Right.
could be like Garrett's
Right.
number
So
10.
this could be Garrett's 10. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But like, I don't even know that it necessarily belongs on a top 10, right? Jingle All the Way. It's not Arnold's best film. You can tell he kind of didn't really care as he was making it. You can tell it. You can kind of tell at some points he wasn't having fun with the scene. Right? Which, if you're gonna do a comedy, the actors have to have fun. Right? That's something that Leslie Nielsen really harped on. Was, you can't let the audience know that you find what you're doing to be funny, but you have to find it funny. Right? Like, you have to have that silliness to you where you know it's funny, but you can't let the audience know that you know it's funny. And you can tell Arnold was not having fun with this movie. There are a lot of scenes that it's just like, not like Kindergarten Cop, where you can tell he had a lot of fun with that. Yeah, Jingle All the Way, it's either you've seen it. I was gonna say either you've seen it or you haven't. Yeah, no kidding, Caleb. Either you've seen it and generally you're like, yeah, it was pretty good, or you're like, I've never heard of that movie. What even is that? And it's like, honestly, it's doesn't belong on the top 10. It's probably hovering around the 12 to 15 area. If we're doing, I assume this is pretty much just live action.
I
'Cause I know it's,
think I think they're just doing the live action ones.
yeah, okay. So if it's just live
remember.
action, then yeah, 12 to 15. If we're including
remember.
animation, it's nowhere. It's not even probably in the top 30.
I haven't seen this in like a few weeks, so I don't remember.
Yeah, okay.
Very good pick.
I'll tell you what, White Christmas will put you to
I know,
sleep.
but I feel like for the old people, we need to throw them a bone. Do we go White Christmas, Wonderful Life,
Wonderful Life.
Oh, Wonderful Life is better.
Oh, it's a
or
Wonderful
Miracle
Life.
on 34th?
Oh, Miracle's better than
I've
anything.
never seen any
because
of the
I don't
three.
know how she does it, but Matilda made her way into Miracle on 34th Street.
That's Matilda.
Yeah, it's Matilda, dude. Let's go Matilda.
Matilda, baby.
Numbers.
I love their justification is for the old people. We gotta put it in there.
Okay, did they just put Miracle on 34th Street over It's a Wonderful Life?
Yeah,
I'm gonna put my fist through this screen.
I tell you, top 10 is usually just rage bait.
It's a Wonderful Life, take away the Christmas aspect, is legitimately one of the best movies ever. Like, it is probably a top 50 movie of all time. It is an incredible movie. It also is a little bit socialist, but that's neither here nor there.
Caleb's a socialist. Caleb's a socialist.
I am one of the most like firmly capitalist people ever. You know what? Just for that. Is It's a Wonderful Life worth watching? Chaos, my brother in Christ. Dude, it's legitimately a top 50 movie all time. It is. Shut. Davis, I will beat you. No, but the movie It's a Wonderful Life is legitimately incredible. It is such a good movie. From the storyline to the message that it carries, minus the socialism, to the cinematography, to the script writing, to the one of the greatest acting performances of all time, and for my money, Jimmy Stewart as oh my goodness, George. Thank you. I couldn't think of his name. As George is phenomenal. Clarence, of course, is a great performance. Like it's just a really good movie all around. I like Miracle on 34th Street. It's a very good movie. It is not even close to the same level as It's a Wonderful Life. right? The subtleties of it, how the snow plays in, and how, that how George's generosity leads to him realizing the importance of his own life, right? That Christian message of love your neighbor as yourself means that you have to love yourself as in order to love your neighbor, right? There is an ordo amore to life. That is such an important Christian message. I like Miracle on 34th Street. It's also a Christian film. It's nowhere near as good.
Like I said, half the
Not
time.
to say it's a
top
bad
10
movie. It's a good movie, but
Half the time, top 10 is either one, rage bait
Yes.
on purpose. That's why Ty tends to do it. Or two, like right now, it's like it started off as Ty's list, and then Garrett jumped in and put a third in that really is his 10. And then they decided between three to give to, in their words, the old people.
yeah, I guess I'm an old person.
So this list has already just left the whole idea of top 10 because now it's just
Yeah.
whatever they can slap on there.
Matilda.
Yeah, it's Matilda, dude.
Let's go, Matilda.
Who is Matilda?
Give me Matilda, baby.
Number 6.
I think it was another movie. Oh yeah, it's Matilda's another movie. Same girl.
Okay, they
same
are
girl
talking
played it.
about the movie Matilda, right? With
Yeah.
Danny DeVito.
Yes, with Mara
Yeah.
Wilson.
Yeah.
I don't know where to take this. TBH.
You just need me to take over.
You want to do it?
I mean, dude, I'm in.
I would
Christmas
recommend-
Eve.
Christmas Eve.
What's that?
I was just responding to Chaos's comment.
Oh.
This time in top 10 history.
Go get him, dude.
Please welcome Mr. Garrett Purple Hoser Hilbert.
Thank you.
Wow.
I know this isn't a Christmas movie. We already have some stuff there, but I'm a huge Harry Potter fan, and it's set within the Christmas season.
Oh, I'm
Take it back.
I'm
Harry
out.
Potter.
Take it back. I'm out. Take the
Number
reins
6.
back.
Yep.
Cody leaves.
It's not even he even says it's not a Christmas movie, so I have
Yeah.
nothing really to say to that. We already kind of discussed it.
I just don't think
He
Cody
admits it's not a
leaves
Christmas
for reasons.
movie.
One, it's not
Yeah.
a Christmas movie. Two, he prefers Star Wars.
Probably
Not
not
a
the Star
Christmas
Wars
movie.
holiday special though.
No. However, the Lego Star Wars Holiday Special is a fun one.
I haven't seen it.
That came out like 3-4 years ago. I laughed really hard when I watched it the first time. I don't know if I would still laugh hard at it, but I remember when I
See-
first watched it, I laughed.
Josh, you can't even judge me. You've not seen Die Hard. All right, Die Hard is the best action movie of all time. Change my mind.
No, I had that reaction because it's Star Wars, and that was like one of your like big things.
I
when we were in
haven't.
school.
I haven't been into Star Wars in like over half a decade, probably.
Right, so I didn't know that. I thought you still were.
No, I have not.
Because
Interacted
you were
much
still
with
in
Star
Pokemon,
Wars
I
at
thought you were
all.
still in Star Wars.
All right, what other heresies are they going to spout off?
Christmas movie? You want me to put Star Wars up there?
I like it.
All right, honorable mention, because everyone hates this movie and no one wants to talk about it. Christmas Story. Do you guys disagree with this?
I would be in my top 10, but it is overplayed every year.
Oh, cool.
Christmas Story.
I
I
don't like
agree. A little overrated. There are certain moments that I do find funny. It's definitely better than Elf. I'd say it's a solid like mid to low B tier movie.
Yeah, I'm not
I
a
don't
fan
have a
of the
problem
movie.
with it. If somebody wants to watch it, I'll be like, yeah, sure. There's a couple moments I can laugh at, but I would say it's all right. I think honorable mention is a good place for it, honestly.
Yeah.
Would you like a pick?
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Number 5.
Classic.
Lock it in?
Got to.
Really good, Cody.
Okay, so
Rudolph
they-
the Red-Nosed
okay, so
Reindeer.
they
Oh, that's a
are
great
including
pick.
That's a-
animated, in which case this list is horrendous.
Welcome to Rage Bait. It's top 10.
This list is horrific. There are everything on this list thus far, just apart from Home Alone, which still needs to be up there. Barring Home Alone, everything just shifted back about 15 spots. Like, and It's a Wonderful Life obviously needs to be up there. I would put that probably at 4 and Home Alone at 5 right now, but we'll see if I change my mind. Rudolph, I'd place at 8. I like Rudolph. It's a great movie. It's a classic. Can't go wrong with it. I feel like there are better movies out there, but
Santa sucks in that movie.
yeah, yes, he does. I would agree. I would
He's
agree.
an
Santa is a
absolute jerk.
big weak point.
He exploits Rudolph.
Yep.
The list just goes on and on about all the horrible things he does in that movie.
Yeah, so Santa. So I always get bothered. I'm not saying you're doing this, but I always get bothered when people say, "Oh, it's rain." Oh my goodness, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. Good grief, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. It's all about exploitation. It's like no. It's realizing your gifts and talents and how you can use them. And even if they
Yeah.
set you apart and people think you're different and make fun of you for it, there are still uses for them. They are still important. They are still essential.
Right.
That's the
I'm
message
saying
of Rudolph.
Santa does it, not Rudolph.
I agree, right? Santa very much feeds into the ostracization of Rudolph, and that's not cool. Right? I'm not saying like that's forgiven just because the message of the movie rises above that.
Yeah.
But Rudolph, for me, I love Yukon Cornelius. He
Yeah.
makes the movie.
Yeah.
I am not a huge Hermie fan. I find him to be irritating.
Yes.
And he honestly brings this movie down a little bit for me. Which I get he's supposed to be a little annoying, but I think they went a little too far.
Yeah.
And he just ends up kind of annoying me the whole time.
Mm.
I will say also Clarice is a weird sort of addition. Like, I don't know how I feel about sexual reindeers. That, to me, is just not what I'm looking for in my kid's movie.
I feel like that needs to be a short for Saturday.
Just, I don't know how I feel about sexual reindeers.
Actually, that's gonna become a soundbite for our soundboard.
When would you ever use that?
Whenever something really stupid comes up, I'll either click what or the sexual reindeer.
I don't know how I feel about sexual reindeers.
That'll be like the what kind of just happened here.
All right, but yeah, Rudolph. So right now we've got, if I'm just going purely off of their list thus far, I'm going to put It's a Wonderful Life at 4, Home Alone at, actually I'm going to put Home Alone at 6, and Rudolph at, what did I say, 8 or 9?
Remember,
I think I
it's
said 8.
don't forget it's which film was it? It wasn't Home Alone. Sorry, it wasn't looking for it. I can't find it. It's the one Matilda. That's the one they put on there. So it's a
No, I know. A Miracle on 34th Street I don't think makes my top 10 list, is my point.
Oh, okay, I thought you were correcting the list. My bad.
Yeah, no. And then honorable mention, It Stays a Christmas Story. All right.
Classic.
Number 4, one of the greatest scenes in television history, Charlie Brown Christmas.
Really dislike Charlie Brown Christmas. And I have a thing where I don't trust anybody whose nose is in between their eyes.
Yeah, his nose is a little high up, isn't it?
All right, Coach, I'll let you pick.
Hang on. That's a good call by Garrett. I have Charlie Brown Christmas at 3 for me.
Okay.
That's
Oh,
a
Ty's-
good call.
Ty's about to do something that calls back to an earlier part of the video.
Pick number 3. I think you were there earlier. Where are we going?
I'm a big animated Grinch, the new
Okay,
one.
we're not going with you. We're going.
Yeah, I don't like the new one at all.
Wait, the new one?
The new one's not good, in my opinion.
Okay, so I would put the original animated Grinch on the top 10 list.
Yeah.
I think that's a great movie.
Yes,
I
that's a
think
good
I
one.
put that. Let's see. It's not better than It's a Wonderful Life or Charlie Brown Christmas. It's definitely not in the top 2.
Top 5.
That's what I was thinking, but I was like, so let's see. I have at number 6. What did I put at number 6?
I don't know.
Oh, Home Alone.
You should just write this down.
I don't think I'm gonna start. I don't think it's better than Home Alone. I think we're gonna put it at 7. I think it's definitely better than Rudolph, who I think is gonna get bumped down to probably spot number 9. So, hang on. You just okay. So then we've got Charlie Brown Christmas at number 3. Actually, no. Charlie Brown Christmas at 2. I'm going to bump him up a little bit. I love that movie. It is phenomenal.
Yeah.
So then we've got 3 is open. 4 is It's a Wonderful Life. 5 is open for now. 6 is Home Alone. 7 is The Grinch, the original. 8 is... Are you scrolling the comments, seeing what they're saying?
Chris was rage baiting.
8 is open for now. 9 is going to be Rudolph.
Home Alone at 10 has got to be some sort of crime.
10 we don't have, and then honorable mention is A Christmas Story. All right. I'm back. I'm ready. Okay, so we have 1 is open, 2 is
Santa
Charlie
Claus.
Brown Christmas, 3 is open, 4 is It's a Wonderful Life, 5 is open, 6 is Home Alone, 7 is the original Grinch, 8 is open, 9 is Rudolph, 10 is open. Let's do this.
Santa Claus number 3.
I will kill a man.
Oh, come on! Flashbangs!
I
For
will.
the cool not cool, they did gifts, and Corey gave Ty a flashbang, set of flashbangs.
That is horrific. That is an awful idea. Some people are not meant to have flashbangs. Ty is one of them. But yeah, no, that is a horrific take. Santa Claus is not a good movie. It's not.
The
I
amount of people in your life who are like who love it, and you're
know. I know. I'm surrounded by people who love the Santa Claus, and I cannot stand it. I'm not going to call it the worst Christmas movie of all time, because there are some really bad ones out there. I don't think it would make a top 50 for me. I do not like the Santa Claus. It is an awful movie.
You never should have given me those.
I'm not really sure why we flashbanged Santa Claus. He didn't deserve that. I didn't deserve it, but I'm glad I'm here.
Yeah.
Should we pump one off the board?
Punt me off. Bring Kobe back.
Polar Express,
No.
unbelievably
No,
overrated.
he's not.
You got to go Christmas Vacation.
Christmas deserves some laughs too. Put it on the board. Number 2.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Okay. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation is number 2. Or number 3. Sorry, number 3. I freaking love that movie. That is... Opinion on second and third one. So, of the Santa Claus, I hate the whole series. Chaos. If I didn't like the original, what made you think I was going to like the derivatives? If I despise the foul creature that sits before me, what mercy would I have for its offspring? None. The entire franchise is satanic.
what?
Ooh.
What?
Oh. Not actually, but I cannot stand the Santa Claus or any of the sequels.
What?
I knew that was coming. National
Where did
Lampoon's Christmas
Satanic come
Vacation
from?
is an Elliott family tradition. I love that movie. I could quote again probably about 75% of it to you. There are many moments where I have to pause the movie because I'm just laughing too hard. In particular, my family and I love when the cat explodes. That is a great sequence. We constantly quote the neighbors. We quote all the characters. It's another classic, right? When he Clark W. Griswold is attempting a land speed record, and he skates right across the Walmart parking lot into the bingo machine. Just incredible. Such a good movie. All right, so I'm pretty close on the placement there. They have it at 2. I have it at 3. So, well done on that.
Good call. Good call.
Let's go. Are you serious, Clark? The greatest Christmas movie of all time, and that's Home Alone 2. But I'm not going to put Home Alone 2 there.
He's going Gremlins.
I'm not going to do
He's
it.
going Gremlins.
The Muppets?
You're not going to do
Muppets
it.
guy.
He's a Cranks guy. I can just
No.
tell.
What am I, though?
You're a huge
He's
Grinch.
going Santa.
He knows what I am.
No.
Give me Grinch.
Okay.
Number 1.
Santa
Yes. That is
Not bad.
exactly where I was going.
That's a good pick.
I don't have the holiday cheer sometimes, and I'm willing to admit it.
Everybody needs a little
All right.
bit, Bill. Not
You know,
today, you
I'm
don't.
honestly, I'm not mad. If it's the original Grinch, I'm not mad.
That's the Jim Carrey
That-
one.
The Jim Carrey one, no.
That was the Jim Carrey one.
All right, look, I do actually appreciate the Jim Carrey version because I like Jim Carrey. It doesn't capture the spirit of the original. It doesn't capture the heart. But like if the original didn't exist, I think I would like the Jim Carrey Grinch more. But because the original does exist and it's so much better, I can't put the Jim Carrey Grinch up there. I would be fine if you were to like do a top 15 list. I think it could probably barely squeeze into that for me. If you're picking the original Grinch as your favorite Christmas movie, I'm not mad. That's a good pick. I only have it at 7. It could move up, honestly, but I have it at 7 just because I think there are movies that I enjoy more. Anytime, how I'm kind of gauging this is anytime the movie comes on, do I sit down and watch it? Like if I were to turn the TV on right now, and the original Grinch were on, I would definitely sit down and watch it. 100%. Like I would stop what I'm doing and I would watch the Grinch. Rudolph, coin flip. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. But anyways, so my number 1 Christmas movie. Well, actually, hang on. Let me fill out the rest of the list first. So honorable mention is A Christmas Story. It's a classic. Not a movie that I would sit down and watch, but if somebody wanted to watch it, I'm not that mad. I'm happy with that. You can't really go wrong with it. Number 10 I have open. I think I'm gonna put Santa Claus is Coming to Town there. It's a weirder one. It's not my favorite, but there are a lot of moments that I look back on it fondly. And for that reason, I guess it's gonna make it. I don't know. There's not really like a. I don't know. I guess it's more of a nostalgia for me. I love the Rankin Bass claymation. They did a ton of movies like that, and I love all of them. I showed what is definitely would be a really fun movie to watch on LSD, which is Peter Cottontail. That would be so much fun to watch when you're tripping. Like, as somebody who's never done drugs before, I would do drugs for that movie. That would be a really fun movie to watch when you are not in your right mind.
What?
But yeah, no, that
Another soundbite.
I would do drugs for that movie.
No, forget the movie. I would do drugs for that and just make that the.
No, it's Santa Claus Coming to Town. It's a classic. It's something that I feel like nobody has a problem with, right? Like, it's something that if it popped on TV, you know what? Sure, I'll watch it. It's a classic. I can enjoy it. I have no problems with it. Put One Foot in Front of the Other is a classic song. As is oh my goodness, I just blanked on the title. Well, there's A Kiss a Toy. It's not what I was thinking of, but that's another classic. Big Responsibility. That's another good one. And overall, the redemptive themes of it and the themes of unity, perfectly inoffensive. So number 10, Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Number 9, we have Rudolph. I feel like that's fair, right? I feel like generally it's definitely a top 20 film, just for purely for the nostalgia of it. Where in that top 20 it goes, I don't really have an opinion. I think it makes the top 10 just because nostalgia, really. Number 9 is Rudolph. Kind of talked about that. If it didn't have Hermie the Elf, it would be probably higher on this list. It would probably be number 8. Maybe even bumped up to 7, maybe. But he really drags the movie down. He really does. I do like the Island of Misfit Toys. I think that's what keeps it out of 10 for me. I think that's a great sequence. It's just really kind of creative and fun. Number 8, I have Open. Excuse me. I know. I have Open. We're going to put Frosty there. Frosty is a classic. Okay, I'm actually going to replace 10. Hang on. I can't believe I forgot about My Boy. And this is a very esoteric pick. But it's another
It's in a year without
it's another
Santa Claus.
Rankin Bass film. Huh?
Is it the one with Heat Miser?
No. This is Nestor the Long-Eared Donkey.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Come on, it's a great movie. It's very much a Christian movie. It is all about the donkey that carries Mary to Bethlehem. Right? And it's pretty much just Christian Rudolph. I don't think it holds up quite as well. I did know that. And I think actually I will put Polar Express at 8 instead of Frosty, because like I like Frosty, but it's not that good. And also, again, that's another movie where the villain's kind of right. Like the magician guy, for all he knows, his hat just brought an inanimate being to life. I would be doing everything I could to get that hat back. Like, I mean, I would be willing to commit crimes that God has deemed immoral. Like, I mean, if you give me a hat that can bring things to life, do you know how cool that is?
What?
You really want to stand before the Father. He looks at you. Says, Caleb, remember on December 18th, 2025, when you said this?
God has a good sense of humor. He knows I'm joking.
He'll look at you like, boy.
Anyway, so Nestor the Long-Eared Donkey. Criminally underrated. It's essentially, again, Christian Rudolph. It doesn't hold up quite as well, I don't think. But it's still a great movie to turn on with the family, watch. If it came on, I don't think I'd sit down and watch it necessarily. I think I'd have to be in the right mood to watch an animated Christmas movie. Well, good. Chaos, I'm glad you've enjoyed it. But yeah, I think it's all right. It's mostly in here because it's a really great story. It takes Rudolph and makes it deeply, deeply Christian, which I think is important. But yeah, so then moving on from Christian Rudolph to Rudolph, we talked about that. Polar Express. The puppet scene still gives me nightmares. That scene is awful. But there are so many incredible moments from it, right? Hot Chocolate, to this day, is one of the best sequences ever put to animation. Right? And the song itself is simple, repetitive, and unbelievably catchy. Unbelievably catchy. And Josh is about to like actively fall asleep on this stream.
I want hot chocolate. Because you mentioned
Dude, I
it.
want hot chocolate so badly right now. I have like 3 jars of it sitting in my cupboard.
I know, because you were supposed to have a bigger group Friday.
Yeah.
Right now it's just you and one.
Interesting. um, if the other person doesn't respond, I say we cancel.
Hmm?
I said if the other person doesn't respond, I say we just cancel.
No, it is just you two right now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, because there's another person that hasn't responded, right?
My sister.
Oh. All right. So then if your sister says no, then let's just.
I'm her ride, so it would be a no unless I drove her, which is in the middle of my rehearsal.
Well, I could give her a ride. I know where you live.
Well,
I don't know. Anyways, things to talk about at another time because it is 9:41 and I work at 6:45 tomorrow.
yeah. I have a video to finish for tomorrow.
That's rough, brother. Well, you know what, Chaos? You're right. Fun
I've
fact,
been
Frozen
thinking-
has caused me to sprain my ankle.
I mean, it'd be one thing. I mean, a lot of us have watched it. The question is, did you love it? That's the question. If you love it, then
Yes.
yeah, we don't like you anymore.
Well, Josh, actually, it was your use of Frozen that caused me to sprain my
I
ankle
don't remember what you're
back
talking.
in high school. Huh?
I don't know what you're talking about, honestly.
So, do you remember Fiddler on the Roof?
Yeah.
You were playing Let It Go from your phone.
I don't remember that at all.
And you were, yeah, well, I do because I sprained my ankle. So, this was the night before a show. Before one of the shows. No. I know you don't remember, but again, I do because I got decently injured. We were just messing around, horsing around. You were running after me, playing Let It Go from your phone. So you were chasing me across the stage. I jumped down the staircase,
Well, that's on
landed
you.
wrong. No, I know, but
Wait, hold on. You're telling me that you did that and you didn't learn your lesson for when you destroyed your leg the second
I know. That is to this day one of the funniest things in my life.
You don't-
Stages
you-
and I do not get along.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you, Chaos. Thank you. But anyway, so I jumped down the staircase, landed wrong, and sprained my ankle. I then did the show on that sprained ankle. Suffice to say, I was in agony. It was awful, dude. It was. Thank goodness I was the rabbi and therefore did not have much choreography to do. Because if I had choreography, I don't know if I would have made it through the night. That was awful. But yes, so Frozen has caused me to sprain my ankle before. That and my very, very unfortunate relationship with stages. But anyway, so Polar Express. That's where we were. The Polar Express instant classic. What do you mean?
You're 6, right?
We are on number 8, my dude. That's all right. We talked about most of the other ones. We have 1, 2. We have 3 left that I haven't talked about. Not counting the Polar Express.
Rudolph, Polar.
The Grinch, Home Alone, number 5. It's a Wonderful Life, Christmas Vacation, Charlie Brown Christmas, number 1.
Wait, hold on.
So,
Nestor, Rudolph, Polar.
original Grinch, Home Alone, number 5. We haven't gotten there yet.
Oh, okay.
It's a Wonderful Life, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, Charlie Brown Christmas, and then number one.
So
So-
surfs up, bro.
Yeah.
We got 5
So-
and 1 left.
Well, I'm going to talk a little bit about Polar Express. So the Polar Express, I love Polar Express because of what it did for film, which was introduce a new genre of animation and expand what was thought to be possible with animation. Right? To get photorealistic animation like that was the first of its kind. Right, truly, like that was the thing. Josh has left. It was so revolutionary, and on top of that, it's a great story about belief and about faith and how you should maintain your faith when you know that it's true, even if other people doubt, right? And even if those around you fall away, you should hold on to your faith. That is a very, very Christian message, right? That is essentially Jesus's parable of the sower. It is a very critical message to hold on to. And obviously, I think you're seeing a theme throughout my top 10 list. It's a lot of, if there's a Christian message in there, chances are it made my top 10 list. Yeah, I completely agree. I can totally understand why people have The Grinch at number one. Again, the only reason it's not higher, I think if I'm ranking these on quality, The Grinch is definitely higher, but it's just on my personal taste. Anyway, so number 7, The Grinch. The original Grinch is one of the greatest animated movies of all time. Again, if we're going on quality, this is probably a top 3 film for me, Christmas-wise. Definitely in the top 100 all time. But given that it's just my personal taste, The Grinch is absolutely a movie I will sit down and watch start to finish. Right? Polar Express is that last, like, maybe I'll watch it, maybe I won't movie. The Grinch, absolutely, I will stop what I am doing and I will watch The Grinch. It is a great, great movie. I struggle to think of a weak spot in it, truthfully. It's just, the only thing is I don't, like, laugh at it. And I like to laugh. Comedy is a big part of my media intake. So The Grinch at 7, about as close to a flawless movie as you can get. It's just, I wish there were a little bit more chuckles in it, but other than that. Number 6, the opposite problem, Home Alone. Entirely comedic. Very much just shut your brain off and do nothing. Which is always a good movie to have. Don't think about it. Don't worry about the logistics of it. Just sit back and enjoy it. It's a great movie for that. It's a family movie, funnily enough, even though it's exceptionally violent. Because the violence is all done in a very slapstick way. It's a great movie for that. Number 5, The Little Drummer Boy. I freaking love The Little Drummer Boy. It is very close to my favorite Rankin Bass claymation. The Little Drummer Boy is essentially Jesus' parable of, it's a few different parables, but primarily I would say it's the parable of the lost sheep of Israel. Right, a Jewish boy who is a victim of Roman persecution and thus strays from his faith. Right, he is raised, at least it's implied that he is raised in a very devout household, but then, oh, chaos, we got to fix that, buddy. We got to fix that, my dude. It's a great movie. It's implied that he's raised in a very devout household, but the attack from the Romans and the death of his parents causes him to walk away from the faith. right, and causes him to stray. Right, he becomes that sheep that is lost, and then he is brought back by the incarnation. Right, and he goes through a lot of struggles, and it's kind of funny, Josh. Actually, I think you would really appreciate. I don't know if you've ever seen it before. Once, did you lose your voice or something?
I watched it once a very long time ago, so I don't remember much from it.
I think it would actually be something you would really enjoy. I think there's a lot of Genesis themes in it, in that he literally goes through a period of wandering in the wilderness, so that you get a little bit of Exodus too. The Little Drummer Boy, the movie, is essentially the story of the Old Testament leading up to the climax of it all, which is obviously the incarnation. And finally, once he sees the incarnate Christ, he has hope. Right. So the Little Drummer Boy is the message of the Old Testament coming to fruition. And I think, honestly, I'm going to limit myself because we're almost at 2 hours, but there is a lot I could say solely on just the Little Drummer Boy. I'd want to watch it again before I did a full breakdown, but that would be something I would love to do at some point. Would just be a full breakdown of that movie and how it encapsulates the Bible so well.
Starts a new series.
Listen, I would love to do like Christian film review, but I don't think that is the audience that we're aiming for. Nor do I think we could pull
We need
in
to
the
make another
audience.
channel that
Yeah.
partners with ours.
Yeah. Anyway, so number 4 talked about It's a Wonderful Life. I'd say probably the least Christian movie on here, truthfully. Not in the sense that it's very much implied that Christianity is true throughout the whole thing, but just the message of, I guess, the socialism aspect really really is not great. But other than that, it's a very Christian movie. Very much a focus on the Order of Mores and the love that one ought to have for the self, which is important. We often get focused on the message of love others, but there is another half to that verse, which is, yes, love your neighbor as yourself. If you don't love yourself, you can't love your neighbors properly. That's kind of the message there. Last silly, stupid one, Christmas Vacation. I talked about it enough. I love that movie. It was a staple growing up in the household. My mom, to this day, will stop whatever she's doing to just sit down and watch the movie. I got that from her entirely. My father loves the movie, but really my mom adores that movie. And we will just on occasion text each other a quote from it, just out of the blue. And we immediately know what the other person's talking about. So it's a huge nostalgia hit for me. I love it. It's a dumb, stupid, moronic movie, and I love it so much. Number 2, you talked about it a little bit, and we talked about it, I think, enough probably. Charlie Brown Christmas. It's not my favorite Peanuts movie. I think Halloween is better. Just better made. But I think Charlie Brown Christmas is more important. Not only for the gospel presentation, but for the peace that it presents throughout the whole movie. And of course, you get the image of the Christmas tree, which is the image of Christ. Again, I would love to maybe just do a video where I go through some Christian films and how they resemble Christ and the Bible and the faith in general. But because I would love to talk about the Christmas tree itself, the classic Charlie Brown Christmas tree. It is a symbol for Christ, and it is very much. It is very obvious once you look at it from that lens how deeply Christian of a movie it is. And lastly, number 1, we made it. Josh, you're gonna despise me. It is The Year Without a Santa Claus. I do not pretend that this is the best movie on this list. Not even close. It is far and away, probably quality wise, the worst one.
Made a whole thing about how, oh, quality doesn't belong on the list. Plus, like one of the lowest quality movies on the.
I
Oh,
cannot explain to you why.
hypocrite.
I have loved this movie since the
Inconsistency.
first time I saw it. I don't know why.
Your entire reason for the standards has just like been null and void once you throw in that movie.
That's fair. That's
Like,
honestly fair.
Quality, message, all these things. Top movie, one with poor quality, whatever message.
The
Gross
message
writing.
actually is not that bad. The message is not that bad.
I said whatever
is-
message. I didn't say bad message. I said whatever message.
That's fair. It's not it's certainly not the most Christian movie on this list. I do love the Miser songs. The Miser songs are absolute bangers. Dude, they're so good.
Your entire list has now become null and void because you put this on top. Because your whole standard has just been thrown up. You're like the BHIs I was just debating where they use the Bible.
Okay, hang on. Don't compare me to a heretic.
And then when it came to the one thing they wanted, they just threw it away.
I think that's a little extreme. I think it's a little much to call me a heretic. No, but the message itself is not bad, right? About fellowship and unity and the importance of working together. Don't call me a heretic. Stop. There you go. Joshua, stop. uh So, no, I understand that this movie is not great. But the messages of fellowship, unity, working together, right? The respect for the divine, the understanding that there are forces that we cannot control and that we should not try to control because they are not ours to control is a good message. Right? It's a reminder that you are not in charge of your life. Right? You cannot make it hot nor cold. And it is not ultimately up to you. That is a good message. Now, it's important to, in those circumstances when you cannot control things, persevere. That's the message, right? It's effectively the book of Philippians. I can get behind that. Philippians is one of my favorite books of the Bible. Probably a top 5 book for me. I can get behind that message. Is it a good movie? No. Not even close. But I love it all the same.
Look. I'd be okay with that. I'm understanding like one of my favorite movies is one I know is not better than some of the other ones it's connected to, but I have a connection with it that for some reason makes me want to like it more. But it's the fact that you put a standard on the other 9 and just chuck it away
Very
for
true,
that one.
Chaos. Very true. Yeah. No,
Hey, that sounds like
I
our entire last
totally-
podcast series.
you should go check that out.
Better than the Miser movie.
I can't explain it. I just love Year Without a Santa Claus. We all have that thing that we just like, it's the Marge Simpson meme. I just think he's neat. I can't do Marge Simpson.
No,
I just think he's neat. Right? And that's me with Year Without a Santa Claus. I just think he's neat.
Oh,
So there you go. That's the top 10
Welcome.
list.
welcome to our longest live stream so far.
This is not our longest live stream, my friend.
What's our longest live stream?
We definitely have. I'm pretty sure we have one that's like almost 2.5 hours.
Do we?
I'm pretty sure we do.
Time for the check. I don't disbelieve you. I'm just trying to remember which one it was.
Reaction Does God Exist debate.
Oh, we did.
2 hours 21 minutes.
Dang.
I was gonna say I was pretty sure we had a longer one.
Oh, yes, we did. Yes, we did. But we're not doing that
so-
tonight.
No. So the final list is honorable mention Christmas Story. Number 10, Nestor the Long-Eared Donkey. Number 9, Rudolph. Number 8, Polar Express. Number 7, The Original Grinch. Number 6, Home Alone. Number 5, Little Drummer Boy. Number 4, It's a Wonderful Life. Number 3, Christmas Vacation. Number 2, Charlie Brown. And number 1,
That's right. I just muted his number one.
Well, go ahead and give your thoughts in the comments below. And while you're down there, feel free to like and subscribe. Put us on your top 10 list. Let us know what you think. Go ahead and give us your top 10 list. Actually, I'm curious what you guys think.
We are not top 10
of the
material.
Top 10. We are definitely top 10 material. Have some confidence.
No.
I really hope. Okay, I was gonna say I really hope your camera just froze and that's the face that it froze on, because that
No.
was a great face to freeze on.
That was purely
We
me.
thank you all so very much for watching. I think Josh is going to go pass out for many hours.
No, I have I have a video to finish.
With all that said, guys, we really appreciate you watching, and Lord willing, we will see you in the near future.